Senator Hoskins.
Thank you, Andy. State Senator Denny Hoskins from Warrensburg, Missouri. Thank you for having me here tonight. First, I want to introduce my wife, Michelle. I know many of you met her tonight. She's a proud Rockridge graduate, and we have family and friends, obviously, still here in Columbia. For the past 5 years, I've received the Conservative Achievement Award from CPAC. Raise your hand if you've heard of CPAC. Everybody knows what CPAC is? Yes. So for the past 5 years, I've received the Conservative Achievement Award for my conservative voting record. I've also am the only candidate for Secretary of State that's been endorsed by Missouri Right to Life for my pro-life conservative voting record. And I want to talk about that a little bit. So right now, the pro-abortion advocates are trying to gather signatures to get legalization of abortion on the ballot. So just make sure before you sign anything at the supermarket or the strip mall or come around your neighborhood, I would encourage you to decline to sign. We do not want to legalize abortion here in the state of Missouri. Some of the things that I've worked on in the past, I know our Attorney General talked about the SAFE Act. I was the sponsor of the SAFE Act to say that, hey, no transgender surgeries on minors. Those kids need love and compassion, not a doctor's prescription to cut off their private parts. And so I was glad that we passed that last year and it went into effect this past August 28th. Another thing that I filed this year is currently we have a lot of illegals in the state and they should not be here. We need President Biden to enforce our border laws, but it's not a crime, state crime in order for those illegals to be here. So I filed a bill to say, hey, not only is it a state crime, but we're going to send those illegal immigrants and deport them to wherever they came from. A couple things about Secretary of State. So I believe that the most secure elections are in person with a photo ID on election day with a paper ballot. And no, I don't trust the machines. I would like to see us go back to hand counting of ballots like we have in the past. I also believe in single subject IPs. No more, you get on the ballot and there's 5 or 6 questions and only one yes or no at the bottom. We need to go back to single subject, make sure that those are single subject, and if they're not, we kick them off the ballot. That should not, we've seen that with Clean Missouri, we've seen that with some other things. Raise your hand if you knew that public libraries were under the Secretary of State's office. A few of you do, yeah, a few of you do. Well, right now we have woke, X-rated material in many of our public libraries. As your Secretary of State, I will defund any public library that has that X-rated material in the kids section. It doesn't belong, and your taxpayer dollars should not be used for that, most certainly. My name's Denny Hoskins, running for Secretary of State. You can find out more about me on dennyhoskins.com, but I would appreciate your vote support this August. Thank you.